Morning, everybody. It's Kent with KG's Books. I figured I would do a early Sunday morning live book unboxing. I've been buying a ton of stuff lately, some really great stuff. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 packages to go through this morning. Let's get it started right away. Got my shipping done already. I have went for a quick 4-mile run, and it is only 7:20 a.m. Hopefully I can take a nap this afternoon because I am on a roll. Let's see. First, got an old leather book with a modern, I think those are the original boards. Probably a modern spine. Morning, Tracy. How's it going? You're up bright and early on a Sunday. This one's really cool. I have a couple copies of this in my personal collection for different years. Domestic Medicine, or a Treatise on the Prevention and Cure of Diseases by Regimen and Simple Medicines by William Buchan. This one's really cool. It was published in Philadelphia in 1784. So a Revolutionary War era medical book. Again, original boards, but the spine was nicely professionally repaired, so that one's pretty great. All right, up next, this one came from Phil, the book peddler on YouTube. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel, and he sells a lot on eBay. He has a couple bookstores in New York, so this came from Phil, the book peddler. I don't know why I said Bill. Let's see what we got from Phil. Actually, he was showing this one off on his live stream a couple weeks ago, and I bought it, so hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning. It's a little early here in Wisconsin, 7:30, but I'm on a roll. I've been pretty good at getting up at 5 a.m. all summer. Otherwise, I feel like I'm behind for the day. A beautiful copy of Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Really fancy leather binding on that one. Really nice condition, really high quality. Actually, I saw Raptus Rare Books, who's a high-end dealer in the antique book market. They had a similar copy for $1,600. I don't think I will be asking quite $1,600 for this one. There's the binder signature right there, Brantano's. A lot of times a bookbinder will mark them, usually right there on the front end paper. Sometimes they mark them down here. There's a few different options for fancy bookbinders where they mark their stuff. And then a lot of these bindings aren't signed, but this one is, so that's great. This copy isn't all that old. 1964, but it is a beautiful copy of Crime and Punishment in a fancy leather binding. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning so far. Suppose it just started, depending where you are in the world. So this is an odd volume of Percy Anecdotes. This one is Women and Domestic Life. Really beautiful leather binding. I think it's from the 1820s, 1823. Percy Anecdotes, that was a 20-volume set of all kinds of little short stories. Marriage Among the Franks, Eloquence of the Heart, Mrs. Rowe, Marriage in Lapland, Benefits of Teasing. Okay. Marriage, and then we'll go to the domestic life. Considerate Friendship, Marriage Portions, A Female Improver, Taking Advice, Happy Temper, etc., etc. So this is a cool book to begin with, and then check it out. It has a 4-edge painting. Pretty excited about this one. And there's a really cool book plate inside the front cover as well. So I bought this one on eBay. I think it cost me about 175 bucks. I get email alerts whenever a new 4-edge painting comes up on eBay. So I snagged this one right away, and then a couple days later, that seller listed another one. So I actually have two of them here. A lot of times 4-edge paintings, depending on the quality and the artist and the book condition, like this book is really great condition. 175 was a steal on it. Most 4-edge paintings run kind of in the $400 to $500, but they can also cost thousands of dollars. I think the few in my collection I usually have to pay about $400 to $500 for. But the price can definitely get a lot higher on that. I should make a video showing off all my 4-edge paintings. I think I have 5 or 6 of them. Definitely try not to handle them too much. Alright, so here's another Percy's Anecdotes. This one covers fashion and pastime. Again, a really beautiful leather binding to begin with. Very cool book plate inside the front cover. The Percy Anecdotes by Sholto and Reuben Percy. This is volume 19, 1823. And again, this one has a pretty nice 4-edge painting as well. Pretty decent quality. And then again, when the book is closed, you have no idea there's even a painting hidden in there. Pretty great, pretty great. Might have to hang on to those for a minute. It's tough for me to sell books like that. As a collector and a dealer, it's a struggle every day to not keep the best books for myself. But I do have to try to make a living. Alright, looks like we got a collection of 3 G.A. Henty books. He was a children's adventure author. Or I suppose a adult author too, but by Conduct and Courage, A Story of Nelson's Days by G.A. Henty, 1904. A lot of people collect these just because of the bindings as well, and they're really cool adventure stories. So this is, I think, Captain Nelson or Admiral Nelson. So there's a lot of cool nautical Navy adventure illustrations. And the spines are really great. Actually, I might probably end up selling these to a decorator. So we got The Young Colonists. The Young Colonist, Story of the Zulu and Boer Wars by G.A. Henty, 1897. Again, nicely illustrated. Let's see if I can find a couple more illustrations to show you. There you go. And really beautiful bindings on those. Finally, Under Wellington's Command, A Tale of the Peninsular War by G.A. Henty, 1907. Again, great adventure novels and great bindings. Yeah, I'm always looking for G.A. Henty for the store and for eBay, but kind of tough to find deals for them. And here's another collection. This was from a different seller. Okay, good. Just a plastic wrapper on that one should come off nice and easy. A Jacobite exile being the adventures of a young Englishman in the service of King Charles XII of Sweden by G.A. Henty, 1894. Again, really nice condition. Charlie and the travelers are surrounded by wolves. Oh my. At the point of the bayonet, again, the spines on these a lot of them have like a figure or a soldier. At the point of the bayonet, A Tale of the Maratha War by G.A. Henty, 1902. By England's Aid. Check out that guy. Or The Freeing of the Netherlands, 1585 to 1604. No date, but I would guess early 1900s on that one. Friends, Though Divided. A Tale of the Civil War. There you go, The Sea Fight. The Hidden Foe. Let's see what that one's about. Oh, I'm not sure what that one's about. Early November in the year 1862 in Bath. So it is Civil War era, but it's something going on over in England at that time. And finally, Held Fast for England, another, oh no, this is a different one. A Tale of the Siege of Gibraltar, 1779 to 83, published in 1902. Again, a lot of people really like the G.A. Henty books just because how great would those look on a bookshelf? All right, Arabian Nights. No date, but probably 1890s. I think this is just a random book of decorative, or random collection of decorative books. Under the Lilacs by Louisa May Alcott. 1927. Nice Alcott classic. Aunt Joe's Scrap Bag. Again by Louisa May Alcott. 1873. Most of these will be up on eBay here in about 2 weeks. Vagabond Days in Britain. In Brittany. Little Journeys to the Homes of Good Men and Great. I just sold a bunch of the L. Ron Hubbard books here a few nights ago. And From Log Cabin to White House. Nice presidential biography. The Life of James A. Garfield by William M. Thayer. 1885. Nice presidential biography there. Right, we have Washington, the Man and the Mason, as in Freemasonry. I've sold quite a few copies of this one over the past 10 years. It's been a couple months though, I think, since I've had a copy. These usually sell for 30 to 60 bucks for a nice copy. Washington, the Man and the Mason by Charles H. Callahan. That's a 5th edition, copyright 1913, and this one's really highly illustrated, all kinds of really cool early American history related to Freemasonry. Lots of portraits and illustrations of historical colonial American buildings. Maps, there's a few maps as well. That's a cool one. Hoping to do a little book shopping later this week on Tuesday. I think I'm going to go to the Twin Cities and for sure hit up Midway, Used and Rare Books, and maybe a couple other stores up there. Maybe find some different places to shop along the way. I think it's a little over 2-hour drive for me from Marshfield. And hopefully I'll make a YouTube video of that showing off their bookstore. Ted or McCorkle's Alley. Nice little kids book. And if any of you have suggestions for bookstores in the, for sure in Wisconsin, Minnesota, maybe I'll venture over to Iowa. What do we got? The Lives of Fair and Gallant Ladies. This is just an odd volume. I think it's volume. Can't read it. At some point, I do want to make the trip over to John K. King Books. That's over in Detroit. It's a massive 4-story building of books. Hoping to go there in the next couple months if I can take a couple days off and do a little road trip. I think it's an 8-hour drive from here, so not looking forward to the drive, but I think he has over 1 million books in this building. So I'm bound to find something worth buying. Mother, Home, and Heaven, Victorian classic. Golden Thoughts on Mother, Home, and Heaven from Poetic and Prose Literature of All Ages and All Lands. Illustrated, this one is no date. Oh, there we go, 1882. Nicely illustrated and full of little short stories and moral tales and poems. And illustrations as well. Born to Trot by Marguerite Henry. Classic horse story. With the dust jacket. Pretty nice condition underneath. Really nicely illustrated horse story. In the Wilderness by Robert Hitchens, published in 1917. Oh, there was an illustration. Oh, I thought I saw an illustration in there. Maybe not. Nope, just kidding. No illustrations. All right, Two Little Savages by Ernest Thompson Seton. Nicely illustrated kids book. we have a bunch of odd volumes of the Chronicles of Canada set. This is very similar to the Chronicles of America, but just on Canada. Nice little limp leather volumes. The Acadian Exiles, the Days of Sir John Macdonald, the United Empire Loyalists, the Founders of New France. Tecumseh, the Fighting Governors, and the Jesuit Missions. The War with the United States, the Pioneers of the Pacific Coast, Adventurers of the Far North, and the Dawn of Canadian History. See what these look like. Pioneers of the Pacific Coast, A Chronicle of Sea Rovers and Fur Hunters by Agnes C. Lott, 1915. Nice color frontispiece on that one. What do we have? The Voyage of the Golden Hind, Vitus bearing on the Pacific, The Outlaw Hunters, Cook and Vancouver, Alexander Mackenzie from Canada by Land, The Descent of the Fraser River, Thompson and the Astorians, The Passing of the Fur Lords, and of course biographical notes as well. I think there's a few illustrations in each of these volumes as well. The Launch of the Northwest America at Nootka Sound, 1788. Very cool. Cool collection of Canadian history books. They all have interesting, mostly colonial and exploration topics, settlers and Indians. The Caribou Trails, The Adventures of England on Hudson Bay, The Patriots of 37. I assume that's 1837. The Great Fortress, All Afloat, The War Chief of the Ottawas, and The Passing of New France. I'm not even sure what the whole collection, how many volumes there would have been. The Father of British Canada, The Winning of Popular Government, The Days of Sir William Laurier, and The Winning of Canada. Again, I think this is the Chronicles of Canada series. Very similar to the Chronicles of America series. The Red River Colony, The Family Compact, Pathfinders of the Great Plains. What is that? The War Chief of Six Nations and the Tribune of Nova Scotia. Great books on Canadian history. I've never really sold those until I think 3 or 4 months ago. I had a bunch of them. I think they were black leather versus the red leather. The red leather I think looks better. And they're it's not an overly high quality. It's a very limp leather binding on these. And I don't think they didn't survive all that great. Some of them are pretty worn. All right, next box. I did finally remember to mute my notifications so they don't flare in your ears. All right, so this is a collection of old German books. They have some pretty bindings. That's why I bought them. I try not to dabble in foreign language books just because they're a little bit tougher to sell. What have we got? The Wild Jaeger. What is that? The Wild Year by Julius Wolff, 1884, published in Berlin. Another one by Julius Wolff. Looks like we got a nice set of the works of Julius Wolff. And again, really pretty red bindings. Nice gilt decoration on the front. Another Julius Wolff. Another Julius Wolff. We got a little German-English dictionary. Little bugger. Look how small that is. Check out how pretty that one is. Again, it's in German, so certain of us won't be able to read it. But at any rate, it would look great on a bookshelf. Looks like it's some sort of religious book from 1892. There's the frontispiece. Oh, we got Goethe. We have Beethoven. Okay, maybe it's not a religious book. Maybe it's more of an art book. Yeah, it must be some sort of art book. And again, check out that front cover. Man, that's fancy. And the last one, we got another fancy front cover on it. Again, in German. But it's a beautiful binding, so anyone that likes beautiful bindings is going to love this one. Show you the title page. Any of you know German out there? Again, not sure what that one's about, but it's published in 1888. Maybe another art book. Let's see what we got for other illustrations in here. Okay, is it art or ancient history? Well, that's not a very pleasant scene. At any rate, really pretty binding on that one. Okay, this drives me a little crazy when people just chuck a book in a cardboard box or an envelope like that and don't use any packaging, but it did survive all right, so I won't be too picky. The quarterly review for October 1815 and January 1816. This one I bought because it has, and I don't think I'll be able to find it unless, oh, there's an index. Here we go. This has a review of Emma by Jane Austen, which came out that same year. Yeah, I'm not sure. Where's the book reviews in this bugger? I'm not sure, but this one has a little short review, like a couple paragraphs on Emma by Jane Austen, so that's pretty special. Piece of Jane Austen history. This one's heavy. I don't know what it is. It's not that big. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. There we go. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Feel free to throw any comments if you got any questions or just want to say hi. Feel free to hit that like button if you're bored. Or if you're having a good time, I suppose, you can hit the like button. If you're just tuning in, you definitely want to go back to the beginning of the video at some point, because the first few books were bangers. There's a couple 4-edge paintings, some nice leather bindings. Oh, let's see. That one's a little worn. Let's see what it is. Grinding wheels and their uses. Cool technical book. Hunter's illustrations. Everything you need to know about grinding wheels. Oh, we got a book on planing and milling. Again, highly illustrated. Everything you need to know about grinding and milling and machinery. Machining theory and practice. Again, really nicely illustrated. Machine tool operation, part 1, the lathe, the bench, and the forge. Looks like a nice old book on lathe work. Might put a couple of these in the bookstore, and the rest will go on eBay. New Encyclopedia of Machine Shop Practice. Everything you need to know about machine shop tools, metalwork, woodworking, carpentry, welding, soldering, lathes, all kinds of cool stuff in that one. All right, the Great War on White Slavery, or Fighting for Protecting of Our Girls. This book is on prostitution. I think this one's from 1910. Nope, 1911. Truthful and chaste account of the hideous trade of the buying and selling young girls for immoral purposes. Startling disclosures made by white slaves during the trials of many procurers and traders, the cruel and inhumane treatment of white slaves, the astounding confessions of a panderer, graphic accounts of how white slaves are ensnared, and full exposition on the method and schemes used to lure and trap the girls. By Clifford G. Rowe. This one is illustrated, copyright 1911. All right, just a few more boxes, and I am done for the day. Well, done on YouTube Live, and then I got to start work for the day. All right, nice left 2-volume set. Oh, no title page on that one. An historical review of the state of England. This is volume 2, and this is volume 3. Published in Philadelphia in 1805. Let's see what we got. The Reign of George II, Chapter 4. Chapter 5, The Reign of George III. Holy buckets, where's Chapter 6? Nope, that was just Chapter 4 and 5. Show you some of the contents quick in this book. Again, 1805, cool book on Irish history. 2 volumes. 2 volumes of a 5-volume set. This book lot came from the UK. I think it's mostly Bibles and hymn books. Looks like we got a nice little lineup of 3 Bibles. This one's really nice binding on that one. Really fantastic condition. But it is missing, looks like it's missing the title page. Let's see if there's the second title page back there. Da, 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 da. There we go. The New Testament, published in 1857. It's a good little tip. If the front title page is missing on Bibles, usually you can find the second title page. But darn, otherwise that would have been a really great one. Here's another Bible, again missing the title page. This one's not quite as old. Let's see, 1906. Nice little presentation inscription. Presented to John R. Brown by the teachers and the teachers of Felling UMFC Sunday School for regular attendance during the year 1906. Very cool. Good job. Good job, Johnny, for your regular attendance. So we got a little leather Bible that was owned by O. Jennings, Mr. O. Jennings, 1883. Again, if you're in the market for Bibles, I usually always have some Bibles up on eBay. 1902 Bible. This one looks pretty nice. Hopefully it's complete. There we go, 1867 Bible. Pretty decent condition for Bible from 1867. Here's a little bundle of, let's see, we got a couple common prayer books, New Testament in, is that Swedish? Dutch, maybe? Then we got a nice little, we got a hymn book with the clasp. It is missing the metal clasp part over there, the piece that would go on the front cover. And that's a little bugger. The Primitive Methodist Hymn Book by John Flesher. No date, but I would guess this one is from the 1850s or 60s, maybe. Again, pretty great condition, except for the little metal clasp piece missing on the front cover. I know how much people like the books with clasps. Can never get enough of them. All right, here's a nice little leather Bible. Pray that the title page is there and there's none missing. Come on, title page, where you at? There we go. Bible containing the Old and New Testaments. No date. No date on that one, but it's in really nice condition. Probably 1860 to 1880s, maybe. Kind of tough to tell. Century Illustrated Bible. That's just a cloth one. Nothing too exciting about that one. These I will probably sprinkle out on eBay over the next couple months. Usually run 2 or 3 of them at a time. What do we got? A couple little common prayer books, early 1900s. Nice little limp leather Bible. No date, but that one's probably 1870s. Couple Holy Communion books, couple little prayer books, and a paragraph testament. The New Testament, no date, maybe 1860s, 1870s on that one. All right, looks like we got a couple old common prayer books. Show off these two for you. The Book of Common Prayer, no date. See if there's a date in this one. No date, but the previous owner did write a little name and inscription there, 1883. The Comprehensive Reference Bible, again, missing the clasp piece right there. 1852. I mean, not horrible for being over 170 years old. Got a nice little psalm book. 1854. The Parable New Testament. Oh, got another Century Bible, just a little cloth one. Here's kind of a chunky little leather one. Come on, please be complete. Please be complete. It is complete. No date, but I would guess that one's 1860s. Possibly 1870s. Got another Century Bible, and then a couple other leather Bibles. Enough space to stack these buggers. All right, last bundle for this box, and then we got 2 more boxes, and that will be it for the day. All right, another little chunky Bible with Wesley's hymns. Nice tight binding, nice gilded page edges, no date. Darn it. This makes things a little more difficult when they don't date these books. All right, 2 more Bibles. Show you that one first. That one might be 1890s, early 1900s. And last one for this box. Again, no date, but there's a little inscription right there, dated 1888. All right, well, this is a very long, odd-shaped box for shipping. Let's see what we have in here. Surprise, surprise, I think it's 3 more Bibles. I do buy quite a few Bibles on eBay. It is tough to find deals. Most of the stuff on eBay is way overpriced. That's why I like to auction everything off for 99 cents and let the market decide what it's worth. The Holy Bible containing the Old and New Testaments. That one was printed in 1827 in New York. Nice early New York Bible, 1827. Pretty great condition too. I think the front cover hinge is starting to split, but it's still pretty solid. Let's see, pop that right there. All right, and then I got two chunky Bibles. Couple big buggers. Yikes. All right, the Pronouncing Parallel Bible. Pretty big and good condition, except for that hinge is bent all the heck. And this metal hinge is missing, so I don't think it'd be easy to take off these metal pieces. So I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Still would look awesome on your shelf. The cover hinges are solid. That's great. I don't know what the heck happened that oh, now I'm getting a phone call. I don't know what happened that piece went missing. This one. How the heck do you bend a piece of metal like that without like destroying the book? And there's a pretty big scuff there. So I don't know if this book fell off the back of a truck bed or what the heck happened. Holy buckets. I don't know how there we go. Otherwise pretty good condition. See if there's a date. Looks like copyright 1891 on this one. I guess if someone's not excessively picky and if you don't want to pay like $400 to $600 for a really top quality condition one, this will be one for you. I think this one will still probably bring $250, but just not quite perfect. But it's 130 years old, so gotta be a little forgiving in that case. Leather Bible, again, large and in charge. See if I can find the date for this one quick. Looks like copyright 1870 something. I hate when this happens. Look at that. See, 1870, is that a 9 or a 0 or a 3? It's not readable. Might be 1879, I'm not sure. But that happens way too often with these Bible copyright dates. The last number's a little bit fuzzy, and you cannot. I'll just list it as an 1870s Bible, but would be nice if I could identify the date. All right, last box, and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Call it a day. All right, I got a couple signed Donald Trump books. Hope that doesn't offend anyone. We got signed Trump Art of the Comeback. Signature right there. I believe that one is a first edition. The Art of the Comeback, actually, that one's probably a $500 to $750 book. Then I also got Art of the Deal. This one's probably only a $300 to $500 book. Signature right there. All right, well, that is all for the day. I appreciate everyone watching. Feel free to hit that like button before I log off, and Have a great day.